Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, October 12. Government will be introducing several new measures in the short to medium term to improve the mortgage environment in Jamaica. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says they will include a policy to govern a secondary mortgage market where home loans and servicing rights are bought and sold between lenders and investors. For example, a bank that provides mortgages to homeowners would sell that loan to investors in the secondary market as a means of freeing up their capital to offer more loans to individuals.
So as realtors, get ready. Mortgage rates are going to come down based upon some of the policies that we are putting in place.
The Prime Minister was addressing this morning's annual real estate symposium in Kingston. He also announced plans to introduce reverse mortgages in the medium term. A reverse mortgage is one in which a homeowner can borrow money against the value of his or her home. No repayment is usually required until the borrower dies or the home is sold.
Of course, any policy in that regard would have to take into consideration very carefully the subprime risk which affected the United States and Thailand and other countries in Southeast Asia. But we have seen the models that have been developed that give adequate protection to the markets where secondary mortgage markets exist. And so we're looking at that very, very closely.
Mr. Holness says he will also be looking into merging real estate-related services provided by government so that home buyers won't have to pay high fees. In the meantime, the Prime Minister has also signaled plans to institute a Townhouse Act to govern the operation and maintenance of townhouses and other housing developments. Lamenting the state of some old NHD schemes and other developments, Mr. Holness indicated that the legislation was to prevent further urban decay and ensure the maintenance of property values in the schemes.
I am happy to inform you that drafting instructions are now being issued for that act. This is such an important piece of legislation to bring order to development and to preserve the value of people's real estate investment.
Probation officers have joined other public sector workers who've previously signed the heads of agreement with government for the 2015-2017 contract period. Probation aftercare officers provide supervision of persons placed on community-based sentence to ensure that they operate as law-abiding, peaceful and productive citizens. Under the 2-year agreement, the officers will receive a 4% salary increase for year 1 and 3% in year 2. $2 million is also provided for the continuing professional development of probation aftercare officers. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, is reviewing various aspects of Jamaica's disaster response mechanism in the wake of the recent near impact of Hurricane Matthew. In a statement to Parliament yesterday, Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie said the review exercise would also involve the Social Development Commission. It will look at the shelter management program, among other things.
A system, Mr. Speaker, to review the internal and external agencies has also commenced. An update of the standing operation procedure of the National Emergency Response Committee after careful evaluation. The development of a mutual aid agreement and contract arrangements with the private sector partners to ensure swift response. In the longer term, the National Response Coordination Plan will be updated.
The Planning Institute of Jamaica, meanwhile, is calculating total loss to the economy due to lost production hours and other factors. In the meantime, Minister McKenzie said there was no severe damage to parochial infrastructure or the wider road network. The local government minister expressed gratitude for the role played by all public and private sector stakeholders, particularly ODPEM, in dealing with the threat posed by Hurricane Matthew. And finally, the Ministry of Sport has commissioned statues of Usain Bolt, Veronica Campbell-Brown, Chellian Fraser-Price and Asafa Powell in honor of their outstanding contribution to the development of Jamaican track and field. The statues are to be crafted over the next 2 years by renowned Jamaican artist and sculptor Basil Watson, who sculpted the statue for sports icon Herb McKinley. They will be mounted at the National Stadium Statue Park as part of a wider planned development of the stadium complex, which includes the National Sport Museum. Sport Minister Olivia Grange made the announcement yesterday during a press conference providing details of government's program of activities to celebrate the nation's Rio 2016 Olympic and Paralympic teams. The first two statues of Usain Bolt and Chillian Fraser-Pryce will be completed in time for the Jamaica 55 Independence celebrations in 2017. The statues of Veronica Campbell-Brown and Asafa Powell will be completed for the following year. In the meantime, the celebrations for the 2016 Olympic and Paralympic athletes and their teams are slated to take place from Friday, October 14 to Sunday, October 16. They include a reception hosted by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on the lawns of Jamaica House, a Rio Sports Gala and Awards ceremony at the National Indoor Sports Center, the Jamaica National 5K Run Walk in Western Jamaica, and a reception to be hosted at the Melia Braco Village in Trelawney. Minister Grange says it will cost $40 million to stage the three-day celebration. Another $42 million will be disbursed to the members of the Jamaican delegations as cash awards. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.